Miracle Snow, Nikke's third event ever. Releasing on December 8th, 2022, this event follows Rupee, N102, or Anne, and the Commander as they experience a snowy Christmas that none of them will forget. Releasing along with the event is Rupee, Winter Shopper, and Anne, Miracle Fairy. Miracle Snow is available in the archives with full voice acting, unlike the initial release. Rewards for completion include a lobby background. Inside Enoch's room, Enoch, Anderson, Ingrid, and Mustang discuss the water reserves and the change of the seasons. Offering a location, Mustang points to the amusement park within the outpost. Enoch says that that area utilizes the same water system as the Ark, and with Anderson's approval, confirms that snow will be implemented there for the next 2 weeks. Anderson tells Mustang to inform the citizens that the amusement park is open to the public, asking him to take over operations while Ingrid provides security. 3 of them turn to leave Enoch's room, but Anderson stops and wishes Enoch a Merry Christmas. At the amusement park, Rupee is doing a live stream, showing the viewers that this is where the snow is going to be this year, saying that it has been 15 years due to the high amount of water that is required. Rupee introduces the Commander and tells her viewers that she'll be going as Santa Claus during the event, going around the park with the Commander, asking people questions and giving prizes. Nikke and Belorta ride a merry-go-round, and Rupee says that they should go up to the Ferris wheel after this is all done. Just as they start looking around for somebody to interview, Sugar rides by in Black Typhoon, being chased by Milk, while Freema sleeps. Rupee starts to doubt herself about the plans that she made, when up comes Anne, saying that she is happy to see the pretty snow for the first time. She is here because her notebook suggested that she comes. She then asks Rupee if she is the Commander's wife, but Rupee says that she's sure that they've met before, and says no. Then Rupee asks if she can ask a question for the Christmas interviews, and Anne excitedly agrees. But Rupee hesitates as she looks at the note, because it says, "What did you do last Christmas?" The Commander tries to change the subject, but Anne sneaks a peek, saying that she slept all day last Christmas, only because she was told that if she doesn't remember a day, it was because she was sleeping. Rupee laughs, relieved that the awkward situation is resolved. Anne grabs the raffle ticket, and it's the top prize, a one-wish pass. And Anne asks for everyone to be happy this Christmas. Unable to comprehend how to even grant such a wish, the Commander suggests a rather cliché trope, or spiking everyone's eggnog. But they decide that spreading Christmas cheer is the way to go. Asking Anne to help out, she happily agrees. Rupee will be Santa Claus, and Anne will be a fairy. Rupee tells the Commander that she wants to make this livestream a video, so that she can give it to Anne, and it'll last her forever. Unfortunately, everyone is already in high spirits. Hoping to maybe find some lost children, Anne suggests heading towards a crowded area. There, they find Exia on her 82nd consecutive win at Final Quest while wearing a deer onesie. She is there to win a prize while cosplaying a character. The Commander asks if she's okay, and she tells him she has never been happier in her entire life. Unlike Exia, Rupee and the Commander leave defeated, until a sorrowful voice catches their attention. Anne points to Maiden, who is moping around. Maiden seems to be laying it on thick, but Anne is more than happy to help. Anne asks why Maiden is upset, and Maiden says it is because she is happy is why she is upset. The Commander warns them to not bother, but they don't listen. They are determined to help Maiden. Maiden says that she wanted to play some games, but she forgot her controller. Anne and Rupee think of how to get Maiden a controller in time before the competition ends. That's when Rupee's chat comes to the rescue, ordering a controller for Maiden via express delivery, delivered by Sugar herself. Maiden, now with a heart full of determination and hands full of a controller, challenges Exia. Maiden loses to Exia in a crushing defeat, only because she didn't want to wear out the limited edition controller that she asked Rupee's fans for. Anne tries to cheer her up, saying that Maiden gave up something precious to protect something else that's precious, a tough decision to make. Maiden thanks Anne for being so nice, that she is happy now. A Merry Christmas and a farewell before Maiden returns to her duties. As the day draws closer to the artificial sunset, Anne says that they should come back and continue to spread Christmas cheer tomorrow. But Rupee and the Commander both look at each other uncomfortably. Anne asks what's wrong, and they say it's nothing. Anne excitedly says to meet tomorrow at 8 AM and that she's going home, a cheerful farewell for a somber situation. Rupee and the Commander know that Anne won't remember any of this, but hopefully with the videos today, they can pick up where they left off. But the next day, to their surprise, Anne remembers everything. Rupi says it's a miracle, but she also understands that even miracles must come to an end. So Rupi grabs Anne's hand and the two of them run off, returning with special outfits made by Rupi herself the night before. Anne runs around cheerfully, and Rupi tells the commander that she wants today to be special. A day that Anne will never forget, not even when her memory is wiped. Anne returns and Rupi starts today's live stream.
I hope everyone gets a chance to try this.
Anne and Rupi are eating winter treats when Polly and Miranda of the ACPU approach them. They ask them if they know anything about people losing their sense of taste around the park. They tell them that if they find out anything, to report it to the ACPU at once. In order to protect Christmas cheer, they decide to hunt down the miscreant by trying all of the food in the park. But after visiting each and every food stall, they find nothing, until Rupi points out Emma handing out homemade cookies. This is not good. Anne is excited to eat some cookies, but Rupi and the commander stop her. After contacting Polly, they figure out a plan how to undo the effects of Emma's shitty cooking without bringing her Christmas cheer down. Rupi, using her popularity, gets some of her viewers to send supplies in exchange for merch. Rupi offers some chocolates to Anne, but she refuses, saying that the others need more than she does. Fearing that they don't have enough supplies to combat Emma's massive line of victims, Sugar arrives with a large shipment of chocolates and carbonated drinks, several pallets worth, courtesy of Talentum. With enough supplies and Christmas cheer, the Cold War against Emma has begun. With each free cookie Emma hands out, free chocolate and soda are given out too. Emma thinks it was a great collaboration and that they should do it again sometime. Anne and Emma compliment each other's outfits, and Emma offers some cookies to Anne, and she accepts. And to the surprise of Commander and Rupi, she likes them. Emma gives her a hug, saying that they should make more next time. Anne says that she is tired, and she wants to call it a day, planning to meet up again tomorrow. The next morning, Anne isn't there. Rupi keeps herself mentally prepared for this situation, but suddenly Anne comes running up, saying that she was late because of an upset stomach. The commander asks if she was okay, and she says she feels fine. Together, Rupi and the commander hold Anne's hands, and they start walking. Anne is happy, but Rupi and the commander both know what will eventually come to pass. On the surface, they are running towards a building, out of breath. But 4 hours prior, they find a downcast, mass-produced Nikke. Anne asks if she's okay, and the Nikke says to not worry. But the three of them insist, and the Nikke says that she doesn't remember much from when she was a human. The last memory she had was Christmas 15 years ago. Since it's her only surviving memory, she feels down around this time of year. She misses her family, since they are gone. Anne asks the Nikke how she used to spend Christmas with her family, and the Nikke says that she used to decorate Christmas trees, but now she'd rather not have those memories at all. Anne says that memories are precious things, and she asks her where she can find a tree. The Nikke says on the surface, and the commander offers to go up to the surface and bring back a tree. Back in the park, the Nikke stares at the wimpy tree they managed to bring back. A smile on her face as she relives those memories, and comments saying that people are happiest when they relive memories. She starts to look a little down when the commander and Rupi asks her what makes her happy, and she says that being with them makes her happy. When Rupi implores further, asking her what truly makes her happy, Anne says she just wants to see her mom. The one thing Anne remembers so vividly is her smile, her warmth, her sense of contentment. She also remembers a weary face and a cold stare, a face of someone who has truly given up. That is a face Anne will never forget. Exia asks Rupi if she remembers her family, and Rupi says she doesn't. A Nikke cannot fight for mankind if their mind was filled with the thoughts of their family, so they are wiped. Not just to be better soldiers, but a Nikke would still see themselves as part of their family, even if it's not the other way around. Mortality rates of Nikkes is high, not just from fighting raptures, but also the shock of seeing their family grow old and die while they remain the same, leading to a spike in Nikke suicides. This is why erasing family memories is standard practice. But Nikke seeing their families is not illegal, and Rupi sees this as a chance to grant Anne her wish. Exia explains that what's happening to Anne is high risk and highly unusual, not a miracle like Rupi believes, recommending that they contact Siyun to see what the next step should be. This isn't a miracle, but a ticking time bomb. Afterwards, they meet back up with Anne. They discuss where to go next. When Ruby recommends they go to the Bacillus HQ, Anne heads on ahead, while Ruby and the commander both agree to make Siwon regret ever hurting a hair on her head if she does. Inside Bacillus HQ, Anne is undergoing examinations. This is rather unexpected, but there is a high chance that there is something wrong with Anne's nymph. After all, nymph isn't perfect. And as the report comes in, there indeed is a malfunction with the nymph inside Anne. Siwon explains that the nymph should repair itself eventually, but the exact time frame is up to the nymph itself. The commander asks her if she knows about Anne's family, and Siwon warns them what will happen when Nikke meets their family. Regardless, she sends them the information to find her mother. Ruby leaves a pastry gift for Siwon, and the two of them head back out to meet with Anne. Ruby points to a sign with a kitty cat on top. As her and Anne try to sneak up on it, the commander reads the report from Siwon. Angelina, female, age 45, unemployed, Anne's mother. The commander thinks back to Exia's warning, and Ruby asks if Anne still wanted to see her mother, but she says no, as it would put the two of them in an awkward position. She doesn't want them to go out of their way for her, but Ruby says that they found her mother. Hearing that, Anne tearfully says that she still really does want to meet her mother. Ruby warns her that her mother might not remember her, or Anne might get hurt. But Anne asks the same thing to them. Are the two of them okay with seeing Anne get hurt? She doesn't want them to hurt, so she can endure not seeing her mother. But the commander says that as long as they have each other, no one will get hurt. Outside Angelina's house, they wait for her to come, and sure enough, she arrives, asking if they are from Bacillus and that she'll send payment as soon as she... Her eyes lock onto Anne. They say each other's names, and Angelina runs away. The commander gives chase. Getting a phone call from Siwon, she tells the commander that Angelina was the one who put in a request for her daughter to be turned into a Nikke. The commander stops running. Siwon says that he should think about whether they should really meet each other. Upon returning back to Anne and Ruby, Anne asks why she ran away. Ruby tries to cheer her up by saying Angelina just forgot a Christmas present, but Anne says that she was too self-absorbed. She knew her mother might not want to see her, and yet she agreed to come. Ruby says that she'll make sure that they meet, but Anne says that she just needs the two of them to be happy. So Ruby invites Anne to sleep in her bed during a slumber party, and with one silent look at the commander's eyes, she tells him to find Angelina. The commander contacts Exia to help locate Anne's mother. Though illegal, Exia agrees to help, finding out that Angelina, though unemployed, she visits several locations each day, staying at home for only 4 hours. Exia sends the address of one of these locations to the commander. Outside of a burger joint, Ruby and the commander spot Angelina leaving and nervously checking the time. They follow her from a distance. After following her for several hours, they finally call out. She asks if Anne is with them, and Ruby says no. Ruby continues, saying that Angelina is afraid that Anne will remember that her own mother turned her into a Nikke, asking if it was for the money or something else. Angelina yells at them, saying that they don't know her. Asking who they really are, he says that he is Anne's commander, and he says that Anne wants to meet her mother. Angelina is stunned, saying that her memory is wiped every day, so how is this possible? The commander says that regardless, it's happening. She says that she can't meet her. She's saying that she needs money, only able to spare 30 minutes to talk. They head back to her place. Angelina asks if Anne is doing okay, and Ruby says yes, asking what happened. Angelina says that when Anne was 10 years old, there was something wrong with her brain. Her memory is too strong, and her brain can't handle it. The only chance of saving her is to turn her into a Nikke. But since Nikke still use human brains, the abnormality came back. So Angelina reached out to Bacillus, and the procedure to wipe Anne's memory every day was put in place. But due to the frequency and the price, the cost is insanely high. So that is why Angelina works, to keep Bacillus from discarding Anne. Bacillus advised against meeting Anne, as her memories of her family are too strong. But she did meet up with Anne several times, and the reports state that after each visit, Anne would commit self-harm. So no, Angelina will not see Anne. She will not put her daughter in danger, and with that, she asks them to leave. Angelina runs from one job to the next job, taking abuse from customers, managers, employees, and cleaning the filth left behind. Before heading home, her feet become heavy as exhaustion sets in. In Bacillus HQ, the commander and Rupee barge into Sewin's office, ignoring anyone that tries to stop them. Demanding to know how much Sewin is taking from Angelina, Rupee says that she'll pay for it in full. But Sewin doesn't know anything about no money, saying that why would she want money just for some stupid memory wipe? She pauses. Pulling out her phone, she requests transaction records from the recall and release department, and after discovering some employees were depositing money into their accounts other than the salaries, she threatens them in more ways than I can write in the script. Then Sewin does the unthinkable. She apologizes. As CEO, she can't know everything that happens in their company, but Bacillus doesn't take money from ordinary citizens. Never. Whether or not Nikke and their family can meet up is truly up to their discretion. So with that, and the promise that Angelina's medical bills will be covered, the two of them head back out to meet with Anne. Meeting Angelina, she asks where the money came from. Rupee says that they took care of everything, and that Anne is waiting for her. Angelina says that she can't. Not after everything she's done. The commander says that this was truly all too easy. Angelina could have met with Sewin and had this resolved at any time, yet she didn't. She knew that she was being had. Rupee, now connecting the dots, demands an answer. Cue a flashback. A hospital room. Angelina meets Anne, but Anne doesn't know what a mother is until she looks into her notepad. Then she becomes happy. They go to a park, even though they did yesterday and the day before. Anne doesn't remember. Eating croquets again, but to Anne, it was the first time. The next day they meet. Anne doesn't know what a mother is. Angelina grows tired. An employee tells her how much these treatments will cost each month. To afford it, Angelina will have to work all day, every day. But that means that she won't have to see her daughter again. She won't have the time. So she agrees, knowing that Anne is alive and well is enough for her. Every day for 2 years she visited Anne, always a friend or a stranger, never the mother that gave birth to her years and years ago, unless she reminded her. Angelina's hope was beaten down every single day. But now Anne remembers. For how long? How long can this moment last before everything is forgotten again? Her own daughter in this cruel twist of fate. She won't see Anne. Just helping from afar is all that she can handle. A week later, Anne is baking cookies with Emma, sharing them with Rupee and the commander. They are actually good, because Anne made them, not Emma. Emma heads out and Anderson tells them that the snow will be turned off in 2 hours. Anne tells them how happy she's been these last 2 weeks. She has a feeling that she will forget everything when the snow stops. But she wrote everything down in her little notebook so that she will never forget. Rupee gets emotional, not wanting this to end just yet. But Anne says her heart is plenty full. Rupee runs off to do something, and Anne tells the commander how good of a person Rupee is. Rupee meets with Angelina, begging her to give Anne one last memory to cling to, saying that Anne does remember, even if she puts on a brave face just because she doesn't want to make things hard for people. Show Anne that she truly does have a mother, one that truly does love her. Back at the park, the commander sits with Anne when Angelina calls out to her.
Anne.
Mother?
Come here. Let me hug you.
I really missed you.
Me too. I missed you too.
Ever since it started snowing, I've been so happy. I'm glad I got to see you before it was over.
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
For everything.
Well, I'm thankful for everything. I know that I made things hard for you. I remember. But thank you for never giving up on me.
But I did. I did give up on you, baby.
I don't remember that. All I have left are good memories. I'm the luckiest daughter in the world.
And I'm the world's luckiest mother.
You're so warm. I won't forget this.
I'm sorry, Anne. I truly am.
I can feel it. My memories are going away. Mother, I love you.
Anne! I love you too.
If only I could always be this happy. Miss, are you crying? Are you okay? Don't cry. It's okay. No need to be sad.
When I make these videos, I try really hard to condense what the characters say and the events that take place down as much as possible without losing the emotions or story. The ending of Miracle Snow, however, I feel it was best to experience it how it is now, with full voice acting, which is why I let the event play out. When Nikke first came onto the gacha scene, it had a lot of really big successes that rocked the industry. Events like Miracle Snow and Overzone, Nikke fit a niche that no one was really looking at, and it did so with quality, which is why I am partial to earlier events. Back then, there was a lot less constraints as to what they could and couldn't do. There wasn't much established lore, there was no expectations, no reputations to grow or maintain. It was just Nikke, in a world that had only just begun to grow. Miracle Snow is literally the third event in the game, right after High Tech Toy, and before that was No Caller ID. So expectations were actually zero, and all eyes were on them, giving us this masterpiece of heartbreaking story. And yes, I cried making this video at least once. Anne and Angelina's situation is only one you'd really hear about in a sci-fi fantasy story. Yet you can imagine the absolute heartbreak that Angelina had to go through as Anne's mother. Seeing her own daughter suffer caused herself to suffer. My favorite part of the event being at the end when the snow stops. You can see Anne's name change back to N102 as her memories reset. Her eyes are different, no longer that bright blue and full of life, but now a dull gray again. Holy shit, man. If this event was too much for you, then read the hard mode ending and you'll feel a bit better. Anyways, thank you for watching. Subscribe and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Comment down below your thoughts on this amazing event. I'd love to read it. For the next year, I have a few things in mind. They'll just take time, as all my videos do. Thank you again for watching, and Merry Christmas. I'm Ganungagap III, and I will see you all next year. Or this year, depending on when you watch this video.